Hello, everybody, and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. So wonderful to connect with you here. Our topic today, where the hell is he or she or whoever it is or whatever it is that you're wanting in your life that has not come in. So welcome to our session. I want you to have a think about today what it is that you're wanting to come into your life that hasn't come in yet. You know, it could be the man, it could be the job that you're wanting, the house that you're wanting, it could be the well-behaved kids that you're wanting, whatever it is, but I want you to think about that. And I purposely use the words, where the hell is he? Because I'll be honest, there was a stage in my life where I was saying this to myself all the time. Where the hell is he? Where's the man? Why hasn't he turned up yet? Why does he seem to be coming along for other people? So often we look to the outside world and notice, you know, they've got what I want. They've got what I want. Where's mine? So these chats are all about being real, honest, sharing my truth, and, sharing how I've worked through things and strategies that I use with my clients as well. Before getting into it, I wanted to share with you, as you know, we run these events every week. We're going to be doing it a little bit differently coming up. We're going to have guest speakers coming on 1 week in a month. I'll do a couple of these, and we'll also have another week, which will be an opportunity for you to ask questions. So if you've got questions about how to attract what you want into your life, how to feel good, how to clear the stuff, all these things, feel free to send me through questions. And once a month in these forums, I'm going to share answers to questions based on everything I've learned over the years about law of attraction, how to attract, how to feel good in yourself, how to clear stuff, whatever it is. And yeah, share with you what I've learned and my own experiences. I'm a believer in, putting into practice all of what I'm learning and living it and embodying it. So I'll be sharing my experience of how I do that as well, and the challenges that I face in life too, because that's all part of it. So today, where the hell is he? So if you're listening in, say hi, connect with us here. I'd love to know who's listening in, who's checking it out now. And those who watch it later, also please use the hashtag replay and share whatever it is that you're getting from these sessions. I certainly want to run sessions that are of value. So the more you share with me, the more I know how it's going. So those of you that have worked with me or seen what I do know I often share this slide. It's not denial. I'm just very selective about the reality I accept. I choose to go to bed each night focusing on the good things that have happened in the day. I choose to wake up doing the same. It's always a choice. Do you focus on what's wrong in your life, or do you focus on what's going right in your life? The more energy we put into focusing on the good stuff, the more we create the opportunity to get into flow and create what we're wanting to happen through life. So it wasn't always so rosy. And even today, don't get me wrong, I have my crappy days or my crappy minutes. I get over it a lot more quickly than I do because I've got a lot more tools and strategies. But at the end of the day, we're all human. And I'm a huge believer in letting ourselves feel the stuff, as well as, go into the creating space, manifesting space. Because when we don't, that's when there's misalignment. That's when things aren't feeling good. That's when we get body pain, all of those sorts of things. So for those of you that haven't seen this before, and those that have, this is a drawing that I did when I was in and out of relationships quite a few years ago. You can probably see from that the struggle that I had in relationships. I was wondering why they weren't working, what was wrong. Feel free to share in the chat as well. What do you think of how I'm connected, if I'm connected to this person here, right? It's hard, it's challenging, it's not working, feeling out of place. all of that sort of thing. So that was my reality a lot of the time. And I wondered how people found their match, because for me, it wasn't working. You know, sometimes it was the guys, a lot it was me and these patterns that I had in myself. So really interesting to look back and reflect as well. So when things aren't working, there's always a place from which we're looking from. So using this slide, you know, with relationships, if I have a belief that they're never going to arrive, I'm going to be constantly feeling they're not coming. I'm going to feel worse about it. It's going to bring me down, versus they're on their way. What if I'm more down that way in the scale and I can believe or trust that it's coming to me? So a great thing to do is just notice where you are on that scale. Do you feel like it's never going to come, whether it's the guy or the house or the well-behaved kids? Or do you feel like it's a work in progress? I'm on my way. It's happening. So they're never going to arrive is one of the things a lot of my clients share. A lot of them feel like they're not going to turn up, and a couple of other things they'll often say to me, and I want to share these with you so you can ponder for yourself. So they're never going to arrive. Oh, I'm not good enough versus I'm more than enough. So a lot of people I work with feel internally, they may not share it with other people, but they feel that they're not good enough. They feel like they're not entitled to what they want because, you know, the guy, the partner, whatever it is not going to like them. I'm not enough for them. And finally, I don't deserve what I want. I don't deserve him, or I do deserve. Yeah, that's exactly it, Karen. It's all about the mindset. So when we come from the lack space, we let the universe or the powers above know, whatever words you like to use for it, that, you know, we don't believe that we're going to have it. We look for evidence and we create more and more of the not having. And years ago, I used to hear that and think to myself, that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, I can just go and take action and make things happen. And over the years, I've learned that 90 to 95% of what we create in our external world is based on the beliefs that we have. 90 to 95%. That is a lot. It's huge, right? Imagine getting 90, 95% for a test. You'll be wrapped. Huge amount. So this all impacts what we create out there. So when we can learn how to work with what's going on under the surface, we give ourselves a lot more opportunity to create what we want. So when I started doing this work, I went to an event and I read this. Once you consistently stay in the vortex or a good feeling place, still being human, but you work to feel good, you become a vibrational match to the relationship of your dreams or the job of your dreams or whatever it is you want. So when you get into a feel good space, feel good first and then create versus take action and then create and then feel good. And we've spoken about that at our other Wisdom Wednesdays, and I share this at a lot of other events. When you get into a feeling space first and then create, things result differently. Then things come into flow. Then things happen for us. So it's a really powerful way of being. So for those of you that know me, hello, Kate. Great to see you here. Those that know me know I did the vibrational work. I took myself from my head into my heart space. I was always in my head. Anyone else here that's in their head a lot? Yeah. So a lot of the work I do is helping people move into their heart space. So I did that work. I got into alignment. I raised my energy. I took the action. So the action taking happened after I got into that feel good place as well. Beautiful. And then I met my beautiful man. So that's what happened. And there's a whole story behind it, which I'll happily share with you guys at the events we run and at some of these Wisdom Wednesdays. But today I want to get onto the solutions, the way to get from where the hell is he to bringing him or whatever it is into our space. So some strategies to do that. 1, 3 ways to bring him in. Clear the slate. I looked at this picture and I thought, wow, there's a lot of junk in that picture. And, when I work with my clients, I often find there's a lot of stuff in the way. Exes they've still got emotional charges with. If that's you, if you think about a particular ex and you just feel this charge, and just like, oh, that brings me a negative energy, or I feel a bit of angst, or there's something going on. It might be believing I don't deserve what I want. I had that one for a long time. It might be believing that you're not good enough. So what we want to do is clear this, clear it up, clean it up, so you're in a place to attract what you're wanting to attract. It's like before we plant flowers, we want to get the soil right. We want the ground to be in a place where we've got the best chance for growth. And that's exactly what we're doing with the work we do. We clear the slate. Then, as I was saying, getting into your heart space. So learning effective ways to go from your head into your heart space is a great thing to do, and really powerful to help you get into flow, to help you create what you're wanting to create. So that's a really incredible thing to do. And so for me, for many years, I was in my headspace all the time. And when I started learning these concepts, I got it theoretically, and I was still doing it from here. And that's what I find a lot of my clients and a lot of people I meet are doing. They know the concepts, but they haven't learned how to embody it, how to bring it into their heart space. And when we do that, we allow everything to come into flow and change. And finally, leaning into expecting him to arrive. So what does it feel like to expect him to arrive? And what are we saying to ourselves? So rather than he's never going to turn up, or it's never going to turn up, what if it's on its way soon? What if he lives in my area? What if he is as excited to meet me as I am about meeting him? Now, some of those thoughts are going to be hard to have if you're living on the left-hand side of that diagram that I showed earlier, yeah? If you're feeling like he's never going to turn up, it's not going to happen. So what we want to do is gradually, you can see I'm going there, lean in the other direction. And so by changing our language, that can help us really shift that. So leaning into different thoughts. Really effective way to help bring in what we want into our life. So there's a few things to do. What I suggest is you take one of those and apply it to your life today. So clearing the slate, what you can do, maybe do a meditation and picture a balloon and your worries flying away. We do lots more of these techniques in our sessions, and you can come along to some of our free sessions if you'd like to. In terms of our second one, getting into your heart space, we talked about that in our other session on moving into our heart space, leaning from head, moving into your heart, and doing more and more of that. And leaning into expecting him to arrive, even asking yourself the question, what if he's closer than what I think? What if he's on his way? So these types of questions can help to start to bring him in. And all of this raises our vibration. The more we raise our vibration, the more we're in alignment, the more we're in flow, the more we bring in. So just bringing this in to touch on this today, I'll be talking about it more tonight at our event that we're running, Letting Go of What Others Think. So if you want to come to that, I'll give you an opportunity to share and give you details on that afterwards as well. So to finish up, everything you want is coming. So as I said earlier, our beliefs are a choice. I choose to believe thoughts that empower me. I choose to believe everything I want is coming. As this says, relax and let the universe pick the timing and the way. So let go of the timing, let go of the way, because that's what causes us so much angst, right? It hasn't turned up yet. Could do a whole session on that as well. You just need to trust that what you want is coming and watch how fast it comes. The key word here is trust. When we trust that things are happening, clear the stuff out of the way, come into our heart, lean in and trust that what you're wanting is coming to you. And come to our events and you'll get lots more ideas and inspirations to help you on your journey as well. Really valuable tips. Awesome. I'm glad you're finding them of value. Again, I'd love to hear from everyone that listens in what you've got out of this and how you can take this, and also what you're creating in your life right now. What are you manifesting? So let us know as well, and how you're using these tips to help bring things to your life. So a few events to share with you. As I mentioned, tonight we've got Letting Go of What Others Think at 7 p.m. Melbourne time. So that's happening from 7 till 8. On Thursday the 18th, we are again running Create the Second Half of the Year You Want. We had so much demand. We had 55 people that came along last time and just got such amazing feedback in terms of people saying, wow, I feel totally shifted. I'm really excited about the second half of my year. I've already got some things in place now. So many things. So we thought we'll do it one more time to get people's second half of the year's in flow, to get you creating what you're wanting for yourself for the second half of the year. So come along to that. That's on Thursday, the 25th of August from 7:30 till 9:30. And yeah, so there are a couple of events that are coming up. There's another one, Single to Soulmate, for the single ladies that are wanting to attract their partner. We'll advertise that more soon as well, but that's coming up too. So lots of love to you all. Have a beautiful Wednesday and look forward to connecting with you really soon, and hopefully even seeing you tonight. Lots of love. Bye.